Hey guys, Holly J here, aka Planet Ginger, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to be talking to you about my babies, aka my work in progress manuscripts for writing. If you don't know already, one of my huge life goals is to become a published author, and I wanted to share a little bit with you guys about two current work in progresses that I'm actively writing on, and then give you a little background of my writing history so far. So without further ado, let's get into today's video about all the books I want to write. So to start off, I think I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about my writing history. I started writing when I was in 6th grade, I think, because I think it was middle school that I got my own laptop, and I just opened a Word document one day and just started going to town. This was in the era where Wattpad was becoming a thing. It wasn't super popular yet, but I started reading some fan fictions and just little stories on there, and no one was really writing exactly what I wanted to read, and so I was like, well, why don't I just write it myself? So I started writing little romances in 6th grade, which is crazy because I'm 6th grade. Do I even know anything about romance in 6th grade? Oh god, what are some of my writing pieces on there? I know I had a love story that was it was kind of like the beginning of Twilight almost, and then kind of went its own way. But basically this girl moves to a small town in Oregon. You know, she's the awkward, doesn't fit in girl, but all the guys are obsessed with her and all this stuff. It really wasn't that good, but that one ended up being sort of a duology, but not really. It easily could have been one book, I think, but you know, I was young and didn't know what I was doing. So I wrote 2 books in that little romance duology, and then I wrote a werewolf piece. She turns into a werewolf, and then she, you know, becomes mates with the alpha, and that's forbidden, all this stuff. And then I wrote probably my most successful piece, which was called The Surfer's Heart, which actually kind of blew up a little bit on Wattpad, I'm not gonna lie. It ended up getting, actually I should check how many views it has, hold on. Dude, this is actually so funny. I haven't been on Wattpad in so long. Please don't look up my writing on Wattpad. I almost feel like erasing everything so that no one can read it, because I wrote it in 6th grade, okay guys? Wow, okay, yeah. The Surfer's Heart, like I said, that's probably my most successful piece that I wrote on Wattpad, is sitting at 97,000 reads, 1.7k votes. It had 14 chapters, and then the read time was 3 hours 2 minutes. I don't recommend going and reading my writing on Wattpad because, like I said, it's really not good, and I haven't edited it and nothing like that. But if you're really curious, I guess you can go do that, I guess. So The Surfer's Heart was probably my most successful piece. I actually ended up also getting an offer from an app. I don't know, it was a reading app. But I did get someone reach out to me on my Wattpad account, and I did end up signing a deal with them, and they launched my novel on their app, and I got some money for it, so that was kind of cool. So technically I guess I'm a published author. Like I said, all that was very young writing. Around this time was kind of when I started getting an idea of what my first published piece was that I wanted to do, and that was going to be my first project called Project Fairytale. Project Fairytale has evolved a lot over the years. When did I officially start writing this? Probably 3 years ago, I want to say. Project Fairytale came into my mind probably when I was still in high school. I did get an English major in college. English creative writing was my major. In my English classes, I actually have done some writing and work on bits and pieces of this fairy tale retelling, but it wasn't, it's not what it is now, so I don't really count it as part of this draft at all. If anything, I was trying to get my head around the characters that I want and the plot and everything else. So I feel like college was good in morphing my book into what it's going to be now. Originally, it was a Peter Pan retelling, and then it kind of morphed into an Alice in Wonderland retelling, and now it has morphed into a multi-book fairy tale series. Each book is probably going to revolve around a different fairy tale. I don't want to give away too much information about the piece I'm writing, but the first novel will be Alice in Wonderland. So I really need to get my butt in gear, and I need to finish at least draft 1. I really wanted the end of 2024 to be the ending of draft 1 for this piece, but the year just got away from me, and honestly I just had a lot going on this past year and I just didn't get it done. But 2025, my goal, at least get draft 1 done of my Project Fairytale novel, and then it'd be nice to get a solid draft 2, like edited, polished a little bit. We need to get this thing going. It's been years. I need to get this book out. I think I want Project Fairytale to be my main focus. So whenever I talk about my writing, it probably is going to be mostly Project Fairytale that I talk about. There is another book series that I am currently writing. I call it Project Romance. It's a romance, obviously. I kind of think Magnolia Parks, but small town romance and not, you know, big city billionaire romance. Well, not billionaire, but I mean, the people in Magnolia Parks, they have a lot of money. It's not like that. It's very much small town romance, but the drama and the interactions and stuff probably will have a more Magnolia Parks vibe to it, or at least that's what I'm envisioning right now. Project Romance probably is going to be a multi-book series as well. Right now I'm kind of envisioning 4 or 5 books maybe, but I don't know. I mean, we'll just see. Again, I don't want to get too much into detail about everything, but that's kind of the general gist of Project Romance. So those are my 2 main writing pieces. I really just want to work on these 2 series and eventually query and get it published. I do not know yet if I want to go the traditional publishing route or the self-publishing route. I think both are open to me, depending on a number of circumstances. I think I'm leaning more towards wanting to try to get traditionally published over self-publishing, but like I said, I'm open to both options. I just thought it'd be a fun idea to make a sit down video with you guys and tell you A to Z what my writing experience and writing goals are. For 2025, I really want to focus on getting Project Fairytale, the first draft of that, done. It'd be cool if I could get both book 1 of the romance series and Project Fairytale done in 2025, but I don't know. I'm trying to aim low. And honestly, at this point, the lowest bar should be finishing draft 1 of Project Fairytale, because I really, really, really need to get that done. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to give it a like if you enjoyed this content. If you would like to see more of my writing journey, don't forget to subscribe. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!